Hey, what's up guys? Have you ever wondered how elite marathon runners are planning their training? Well, we are taking a look at 3 months of data from one of the fastest marathon runners in the world. Trust me, you don't want to miss these insights. If you have done some research on how elite marathon runners are training, you will often hear certain principles get thrown around, like polarized training, 80-20 training, stuff like that. But how does a training plan of an elite marathoner actually look like? This video is based on an article on Twitter or X, which I'll link down in the description. And in this article, they compiled all of the data into a graph to show you at what pace an Olympic marathon runner is running. And first off, it's no surprise that the majority of training miles is done at slower paces. Running fast is hard, and it's no surprise that it occupies a smaller space in the training pie. But if we look a little bit closer, this is where it gets really interesting. We find in this data no dead zones. And dead zone is a specific area where the training stimulus is too low to boost the runner's fitness. You see that every intensity level is utilized here. And this approach challenges a lot of what you will hear online, that you just need to run at a very slow pace to boost your fitness. With elite marathoners, we see that every intensity has its own purpose and their intensity will vary, but the minimum intensity already gives a training stimulus. Think about it. If we would only rely on a system like the 80-20 or the polarized training, which are great starting points, but they don't paint the full picture. The 80% is very broad, but it doesn't define specifically enough at what pace or heart rate you should be running. And maybe a few have already noticed, but the slow pace this runner is running at is 6-10 minutes per mile. I know for most of us, myself definitely included, running at 6 minutes and 10 seconds per mile would be an absolute solid workout. But for the elite marathon runners, it's so far below their marathon pace that it serves as a general recovery stimulus or building their base pace. And this is of course because they spent years building up to this level and they have maximally benefited from their easy pace mileages. So with this runner, you see a decent volume of mileage being done between 6 minutes and 10 seconds and 5 minutes and 35 seconds, because this is just where they get that ideal pace to really boost their base fitness. When we look further down the graph, we see a strong emphasis on specificity. Specificity. There is a significant amount of work done just below or just above marathon pace, complemented by just enough speed work to provide support for those over and under intervals. So, what is the big takeaway from all of this? Mostly, every intensity matters. Start considering that each pace can serve a purpose in your training. Whether it's building endurance, enhancing recovery, or improving speed, incorporating a variety of intensities can make you a more well-rounded runner. Don't just stick to either slow or fast. Try to utilize the whole spectrum and most importantly, have fun with whatever you're doing. I hope you found this video helpful. If you do, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!